Balance is a funny thing. This weekend, we're going between summer and fall. We're going between long days and short nights to short days and long nights. But right now, this weekend, everything's equal. We're in the middle. All things are the same. It's good to have balance in life. Sometimes we lose balance, and a day like Equinox can help us remember that balance is really important. Now, balance is a funny thing. I would like to be cooler than I am, but I'm all right on here. Let's see what else the playground can teach us about balancing work and play, youth and age, fun, relaxation, and work. One of my favorite things about life is it's always giving you a chance to learn new things. So today we're in the playground and I saw our teeter totter. I've watched lots of kids play on the teeter totter, and as a kid, I myself loved being on teeter totters. But this teeter totter, I noticed, has a lesson for us. We know teeter totters, when they work best, are perfectly balanced, like society. But our teeter totter, like society, is imperfect. And when I release the teeter totter, it's going to favor one side over here, which is slightly heavier. In a way, we can draw a direct parallel between this and systemic oppression. You have to be a little harder, work a little harder on this side to make it even. It's not terribly uneven, it's not completely broken, but it currently always goes to one side. One side has it easier. The side with all the access to power has it easier. So if you're on this side, you got to work harder. You can still get it to work, don't get me wrong, but it takes more than just equality. It takes equity. So how do we make this equal? How do we give it equity? Well, if I could find a rock or two, I could put it over here for weight and see if that might help. But because of all the careful work of all the volunteers, there are no rocks here. So I can't do that. And I'm not going to complain because no rocks is what makes it safe for the kids to use. But I just thought of another interesting lesson from the playground. Here is another beautiful piece of our playground, painted by volunteers, by people in our congregation in the neighborhood, to be bright and shiny and welcoming. It's a lovely place. You can see that some of the paint is beginning to wear off, not because the people who built it don't care and didn't care, but here's another lesson. Good work doesn't get done one time and then it's done. Good work requires working over and over. It requires diligence and paying attention. It requires maintenance of the. You may wonder why I chose to spend so much time in our playground this week. Partly because of the balance we've been talking about, and partly it's about simpler pleasures. Pat talked to us about Wendell Berry and his return to a simpler way. We often think of childhood as being a simpler way, although it's not really true. I hope that by spending time in the playground with you today, I remind you to think about both and how childhood is complex and fun, how adulthood is a lot of responsibilities and sometimes doesn't seem like much fun, but you can find the fun if you look for it. So next time you're here at the church, stop by the playground, have a good time, enjoy yourself, and remember, it's here because people took the responsibility to make it so.